Hi, welcome back to Clinky. I'm Mark.
I'm Diane.
And today we are going to take a look at Ardbeg 10-year single malt, right?
Yes.
All right. What do we want to say about this Scotch?
Oh, 10-year-old Scotch from Islay, whichever way you pronounce it. Islay whiskeys tend to be much more, it's an island or a group of islands off the coast of Scotland, tend to be more peaty, briny, smoky, very smoky. My Soldier is Dead. This was the last thing that we did, and we made a special cocktail, which we'll talk about later. The Scotch is lighter than what we are used to with our bourbons, which is fine. A lot of these are usually chill filtered. This is a single malt. It's 10 years. I think we should, clinky.
Clinky.
And we should smell this one up. It usually smells just like a campfire.
Yes, it's very peaty.
Yeah, very smoky. And there is that brine. There is a little bit of like seawater, sea air, brininess to it. Mm-hmm. It's a little medicinal, especially like I started out with these bad boys, these single malt peaty scotches, and moved to ryes and moved to bourbons. And this is a much different on your nose. Like there are some beautiful ryes and beautiful bourbons, and I'm pointing to all the stuff behind me.
They can't see that, but that's okay.
And that smells so good that you just want to like put on you like as a cologne. Sure. I mean, they just smell deliciousness. My children used to hate when they were young and I would pour myself one of these because they thought I was like drinking cleaning supplies or medicine or whatever.
Yeah, you know, I went the opposite direction. She started me with bourbon, and then I tried a couple scotches. Still kind of getting into that, but yes, it can smell campfire-y, peaty. Sometimes it can smell like a hospital.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, but I mean, so if you're coming from, used to be these nice floral, sweet, vanilla, caramel, even, you know, some bourbons smell like bananas Foster. No. This is gonna assault your nose. I mean, it just, I think it's fabulous, but.
Well, let's do it.
Okay, let's drink up. It's smoke. I mean, it is a smoke bomb. Like, I still feel it way in the back of my throat.
It's pretty
like
smooth.
Embers. It's really smooth. Yeah. And it doesn't hit you here. It hits you here and then going down. And it is, like right now, first sip, my tongue is still tingling. I don't even want to have a second sip yet because it's just.
Second one tingles a lot more.
I don't know. I might have got a big gulp on the first one.
Well, you have more in your glass than I do.
Yeah. You, smoke is very, very clear, but there still is a lot of that, that saltiness, kind of seawater, sea air. Yeah.
It's pretty good.
I think this stuff
I like this one.
Yeah, this one is very, very campfire. There's just, I mean, we did,
And this one, correct me if I'm wrong, but this one is like pretty standard Scotch. Like a lot of people like Scotch like this.
This is a pretty standard single malt from Islay. It's if I remember correctly, because I've had this one in my bar for quite some time, retail somewhere in the neighborhood of $50 to $60. This is generally one of the single malts that you can find in liquor stores. You can find it in bars that have a decent Scotch list. They also have a number of different expressions as well. Things that have been aged longer, you know, different kinds of, you know, subgroups or whatever. But this is pretty standard 10-year-old Scotch. This guy's really,
Yeah, I'm gonna finish mine, but yours is. You got a lot to go there.
I know. I think I'm gonna try the cocktail.
All right. Well,
Okay. Well, you can finish yours, and I'll just talk about this.
Well, let me talk about the book first.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so for Christmas, she got me the Dead Rabbit Grocery and Grog Mixology and Mayhem cocktail book. Dead Rabbit is a bar in New York City. One of the world's best bars, I guess, according to several people.
Yes, it's won awards multiple years for being the world's best bar. This is not their only cocktail menu book. They have other ones too, but...
Yeah, haven't had the pleasure of visiting that bar yet.
Yet.
We will. But anyway, a lot of these cocktails are complex. They require you to construct syrups and other ingredients. There's also kind of a half comic book going on in here.
Graphic novel. We don't call it a comic book anymore, baby.
All right. Yeah, well, there's some graphic novel going on. Regardless, to make the drink that we're doing today, she had to make 3 different syrups. So I'll let her talk about that. We are going to be constructing the Big Wig.
Yes. So, bitters are in there. And then there's lime juice. What else here? Cane syrup. I made cane syrup. I did mine a little differently. I basically did a simple syrup with cane sugar. Although it called for evaporated cane juice, which ironically I did not have in my pantry. I have in the past had it in my pantry. I've had cane juice in my pantry. I didn't have it now. A fennel syrup. I hate fennel and anise and all things licorice flavored with every cell in my body. So I actually constructed a cumin syrup instead.
The internet said that was a valid replacement. So.
And honestly, if you know anything about cumin, it's a very smoky spice. Even without toasting it, even without anything else, it imparts a smokiness to whatever you're making. And Jillian's inspiration was this for, I'm quoting in the book here on page 61. I wanted to create a smoke bomb Scotch sour with umami and spice notes. So in that kind of vein, I figured cumin was a good substitute for the fennel. And I would not be able to drink something with fennel. Also, a cinnamon bark syrup, made that too. It also contains Bulleit Rye, Ardbeg, and we skipped the fresh curry leaves. Curry leaves are, they look like a very small bay leaf. It's very common in Indian cooking. My former mother-in-law has multiple of those plants at her house. I'm not going to my former mother-in-law's to grab some. So...
I suggested we switch out the cinnamon bark syrup for Fireball.
No.
And she vetoed that.
Yes,
but
vetoed that.
I would be eager for you all to try it and put in the comments how it worked out.
Would you like to try the cocktail
Sure.
first?
So this is the Big Wig.
No, ours ends up looking a little...
Yeah, ours is kind of orangish, but the one in the photo is very yellow, like a summer shandy kind of look.
Yeah, and I don't...
You can smell the anise a lot.
Not anise. Cumin.
Well, that lemon, or that licorice smell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I seriously considered doing star anise and a star anise syrup instead, and then I was like, oh, why don't I just try cumin? I feel like a cumin... I also feel like a cumin syrup will be really nice with tequila, mezcal. Like I feel like I could do a couple other things with that while it's sitting in my refrigerator.
This is nice. There's only a half ounce of Bulleit Rye. I can't really sense the Bulleit personally.
Well, I think the Bulleit is in there to give it that more of those spicy notes, I feel like.
You're probably right. I like it.
I actually like it too. I
would order that if I were in the Dead Rabbit.
Yeah. It would be interesting to do it exactly the way that they suggested with the fennel seed syrup. But yeah, this is drink that again. Aside from, I mean, I do get a lot. Oh, we stuck it in a shaker with ice, shook it all up, strained everything, blah blah. Then we're there. Yeah, I think that's a really interesting drink. It does have more sweet notes than I would expect, but all those syrups had so much sugar in them too. I mean, they were 1 part sugar to 1 part water, and then the cumin, and then the cinnamon. So, and you know, but yeah, I think it definitely has a spicy.
I think
smoky,
if it had a little more lime, it might be a little better.
Really?
Like a little more fruitiness. I like it. Didn't put your phone on airplane mode.
I thought I did put my phone on airplane mode. Look. I know. I did. I wonder if you would feel differently about it if instead of lime it was lemon.
That's kind of really what I want. I think with lemon this would be even better than it is now.
Well, it's your book. We can stick a Post-it there and say next time try it with some lemon.
Yes.
I have lemon.
Yes.
I don't have any more Ardbeg left, but I have lemon.
Well, that would be like a different. We'll have to come up with another name. Lime is the big wig.
Okay. Yeah, but this is a really interesting cocktail. I really do like the play of the smoky Scotch with the rye. I think, you know, if you want more of a fruity note, I wonder if we replace the Bulleit Rye with my jam, Rittenhouse.
Sure.
Because Rittenhouse still has some spicy notes, but also has quite a fruity profile as well. That might be interesting too. Or we could throw in the Knob Creek single barrel that I helped pick. That's got kind of some nice orange peel, citrusy notes to it. This is an interesting one. This could be played with. This is not for people who are normally drinking super sugary, sweety kinds of sours. This is for people who like traditional, old-fashioned.
Sure. I would say personally, and I'm sure you agree, if you want to try a Scotch, Ardbeg 10-year is a really good one. A good one to try. Obviously, Bulleit Rye. We already have a review on that. Good stuff. And if you want...
Not my first bottle.
No.
Not by a long shot.
That one just got opened. And if you want to make some complicated cocktails, Dead Rabbit, Mixology, and Mayhem.
Yeah, impress your friends. Make something interesting.
All right. Well, till next time. Clinky.
Clinky.